Hey buddies, your star is here again, hooping on another trend. This one go hot, what's in not good.
If love were rice, then Lara's own was that kind that never cooked, always hard no matter how long you boil it. The story I want to tell you today is not one you will find in any Nollywood movie. It happened right here in Lagos, the city where love stories start with "Good morning beautiful" and end with "It's not you, it's me." Now, Laura was fine, and when I say fine, I mean fine to the point that mosquitoes would pause mid-bite just to admire her. She was that kind of beauty that makes men forget their home training and women start praying dangerous prayers. Her husband Kule, on the other hand, was the definition of calm and collected, the kind of man that would greet neighbor even when they take lights. He was gentle, focused, and allergic to drama. Lara? Lara was the Minister of Soft Life and Federal Controller of Selfies. When they got married, everyone in church shouted, "God, when?" 3 months later, those same people whispered, "God, I beg, never." It all started one fine morning after their honeymoon. "Baby, please," Lara said, holding her phone like it was her firstborn. "Let's do this TikTok challenge. I will try 5 outfits and you will rate me. My followers will love it." Kunle smiled weakly. "Lara, I have a meeting in 10 minutes." 10 minutes? That's enough time to pick between Slay Queen and fire emoji. Kunle just chuckled, kissed her forehead and left. From that day, their marriage divided into two ministries. Kunle led the ministry of serious hustle. Lara chaired the ministry of soft life content, with full budget allocation for wigs and filter. 1 year later, Lara still hadn't lifted one finger to work. Whenever Kunle talked about business, she would snap her fingers and say, Kunle, did you marry me or employ me? Let me just look good beside you. When people see me, they respect you more. I'm your trophy, baby." Kunle smiled, but deep down, he was tired. The man's patience was running on generator fuel. One evening, he said gently, "Lara, let me sponsor you to study abroad or start something meaningful. You are smart, don't waste it." She rolled her eyes. "Kunle, you worry too much. I already have my HND. Abeg, my beauty is a nurse certificate." But Kunle didn't give up. Out of love and small fear, he opened a boutique for her on Victoria Island. The shop was fine, air conditioned, glass doors, marble floor. Even the mannequins looked like they collected salary. When Kule gave her the keys, Lara screamed, "Jesus! Take your glory!" and hugged him like she just won Big Brother Naija. But 3 weeks later, the glory turned to story because instead of using the 20 million he gave her to buy clothes, she used it to buy body. Yes, so Lara traveled to Turkey and came back with new front, new back, and new accent. From good morning, she became good morning, baby. The day she returned, she wore a tight red dress and I waited for Kunle like an audition judge. "Baby," she shouted when he walked in. "What do you think?" Kunle frowned. "About what?" "My new shape, baby. Look at me now. Lara 2.0." Kunle blinked twice. "Wait, You use the business money for this? She smiled proudly. Of course. You can't sell fashion if you don't look fashionable. Body is brandy, baby. For 10 full seconds, Kule didn't move. Then he just sighed, stood up, and walked away quietly. He didn't shout, didn't curse, didn't even blink twice. Just left like a man whose spirit clocked out. And that, my people, was the day peace left that house without forwarding address. From that day, Lara became more suspicious than EFCC. If Kunle smiled at his phone, she would say, "Who is making you laugh that much?" If he sneezed, she would shout, "Oh, so you are allergic to faithfulness now?" One day, she even followed him secretly to a hotel for a business meeting. Kunle was talking to a female client about marketing strategy. Next thing, Lara burst into the room screaming, "Holy Ghost fire! So this is the spirit of meeting you've been attending." Kule nearly fainted. The poor client dropped her laptop and ran barefoot like Lot's wife. By the next morning, the company cancelled Kunle's deal. That evening, Kunle sat in silence, staring into space like a man watching his own destiny buffer. And Lara, instead of apologizing, she called her best friend, the ambassador of confusion herself. Ronke, the problem supplier. "Babe," Lara said, "I don't understand this man anymore. He's growing distant." Ronke, whose brain was a joint venture between Gogo and Trouble, replied, "My sister, men are complicated. Don't stress. I have one small powder that will make him love you again. Just sprinkle it inside his food, but make sure he's happy when he eats it, or e fit backfire o." The next evening, Lara knelt in front of Kunle like an actress in an African magic apology scene. "Baby, please forgive me. Let's start over. I made you pepper soup." Kunle smiled weakly. "Okay, Lara, let's try again." She turned to the kitchen, whispering, "Yes, so my powder of love will fix everything." She sprinkled the mysterious powder inside the pepper soup like it was magic cube. 10 minutes after Kule ate, he started coughing, then sneezing, then bleating. Yes, you heard me. Bleating. Before Lara could even say what's happening, her husband had transformed into a full-grown goat, a big, black, angry goat, chewing the sofa like Puff Puff at a wedding. Lara screamed, "Jesu! My husband has entered Animal Kingdom." The security man rushed in, holding a stick. "Madam, wetin happen?" "No, nothing. It's just our new pet," she stammered. "Pet? But it's wearing your husband's wristwatch." "Will you shut up and tie it outside before it hits the TV?" The goat bleated in response, like it understood the insult. By morning, Lara ran to church barefoot with wrapper tied anyhow. "Pastor, my husband has turned to a goat." The pastor sighed, rubbed his forehead like a man tired of Nigerian marriages. "Lara, when God made Eve, he didn't tell her to upgrade Adam's shape. He said, 'Help him.' Your husband was trying to build you, but you were busy building followers." He followed her home and prayed until Kule turned human again, weak, tired, and completely done with both marriage and animal life. That evening, he quietly packed his bag. "Lara," he said softly, "I loved you, but if this is how love looks, I'd rather stay single." Lara fell to her knees, crying, Kunle, please don't leave me. But Kunle left quietly, like a man escaping from a spiritual zoo. And that, my people, is how pride and pepper soup turned a marriage into a wildlife documentary. This is not the end of the story. There is a part two for this story. Please stay tuned so you can get to watch the part two. And don't forget to like and subscribe to this YouTube channel. And remember to turn on your notification bell so that when I post the part two of the story, you'll be among the first people to get notified. Stay tuned for the part two of the story. Thanks for watching. And remember, make yourself the priority and don't let anybody bring you down. Till I come your way again with the part two of the story. Ciao!